Now I am going to show you how to make an interesting pen stand which involves boolean operations between different parts. Let me get started. So I'm going to go to file, new. So you get this blue colored background when you do that. Then I'm going to go to part design, sketch, XY plane. Okay. So first I'm going to create the base of the pen stand. The pen stand I'm going to have with an outer diameter of 70 millimeters. So first I'm going to select this, create a circle in Sketcher. So take this, select the origin, create a circle, and then I'm going to go to this constraint operation, constraint an arc or a circle, select the circle and enter the radius. So the radius is 35 millimeters. Say okay, fit to view. Alright, now this is done, close, and then I'm going to pad it up, meaning I'm going to extrude this part once again. So I'm going to extrude it by 5 mm. So I'm creating a 5 mm base. So in the isometric view you can now see this thing. Okay, alright. Next I'm going to create another sketch. I'm going to create another sketch. So this is on XY plane. Okay. Now this sketch, okay, so I'm going to close it. No, let me create the two circles that I'm interested in. So select the center, draw a circle, select the center, draw another circle, escape. So circles have been drawn. Now let me mark their radius. So the inner circle I'm going to use 32 mm. Okay, 32 mm. And then the outer circle I'm going to use 35 mm. Okay, and say close. Now the two circles are at the bottom of this base I have created. I have to bring them to the top. So the way I am going to do it is I'm going to go to attachment, position, and for Z I'm going to use 5 mm. Okay, and if I do that, my sketch 001 has now come to this level. Okay, now I'm going to again say pad, and this time I'm going to raise it by 100 millimeters. Okay, again fit to view, isometric view. So this is the part now. Okay, so we have created this. Now I would like to cut out an interesting pattern within this cylinder in order to make a nice looking pen stand. So for that what I will do is I will go to an option called part. Within this option it allows you to create some particular cutouts ready. It allows you to create parts readily. So for example, I can say cube, and so if I am pressing the scroll bar and the right click and rotating it, so you can see a cube which has been created and it is lying at the center of this cylinder. Now what I'm going to do is I'll go to this cube and I'll change its position. Okay, so what I will do is I will move it along the X direction. I will move it along the X direction, which is, I want to bring it here. Okay, so for X I'm going to take this to be, let's say 27. Okay, and along the Y I will take it to be minus 5. Okay, so by doing that I will bring this over here. Now what I want to do is I want to take the width of this particular cube as 5 mm. So it's no longer a cube, it's a cuboid. Okay, as 5 mm or maybe 4 mm. Okay, and then here instead of this, let me take it to be 2. So then it's right in the middle, and Z position I'm going to move it up by 10 mm so that it comes over here. I'll tell you the logic of what we are trying to do over here. So I'm going to create an array of these cubes, and later on I'll subtract this volume from the remainder of the volume in order to create some cutouts. Okay, now before I am done with this operation, what I will do is I will select these edges, corner edges. So say control press, select these edges. Now in order to see the other edge, I will have to press right. So I'll have to rotate this and then select it. Okay, so now I have selected all 4 edges, and after this I'm going to go to the fillet operations over here, and I'll select a fillet of 2 mm radius. Oops. Something happened. What happened? Just 1 second, something went wrong. Let me undo. Okay, so let me repeat this operation. Something went wrong. So I will select all 4 edges. Alright, I have selected all 4 edges. I'll say fillet. Okay, alright, so let it be 1 mm only. Let me see how this is going to happen. I will say okay. Okay, so we can see that this is what is happening if I select the fillet as 1 mm. Let me, oops, sorry, something is happening. I'm unable to control it. Okay, so let me go to this fillet option. Instead of 1, if I say 1.5, then this is what I get. Okay, so let me go with 1.5 mm fillet. Alright, now so if I click on fillet, you see this highlighted blue colored portion. Now I want to create an array of this. So to create an array, you go to this this option called draft. So click on draft. Now in the draft, let's select this fillet, and then we will select this array option. Now within the array, there are 2 array types, orthogonal and polar. So let's select polar, and then once you select polar, there are these different numbers which are there. So along X I don't want to replicate, along Y I don't want to replicate, along Z I want to create, let us say I want to create 16 of this, or let's say I want to create 12 of this. Okay, so something is happening, this is not getting created. So this is in the Z direction, and oh, okay, so I have to enter the number over here. So this is the number that I have to enter in order to get 15 of these holes over here. If I want more, I can create more. So let's say I want to create 20 of this, so I can do that also. Okay, alright. So now once I have created this array, I want to replicate this array along the axis direction. So for that, again let me click once more on this. Now it is creating a layered array now. Now it is orthogonal, and then now what I want to do is in the Z direction, I want to have this at a gap of 15 millimeters. Okay, and then I do not want to have them in X and Y, but I want to have them in Z. So let's say I want to have 6 numbers of them in the Z direction. And if I press 6 over here, you can see you have all these things. Okay. So we are done with this now over here. Next, once again, let us go to the part module. Okay. So I'll go to the part module. Now within the part module, what I'm going to do is I'll select this this body. So you can see the body is this green colored thing, and then I'm going to select this array and I will do a boolean operation. I want to cut out these filleted rectangular slots from the remaining volume. So let's see what happens. I'll press this. It's going to take a few seconds for this computation to take place. Alright, that's it. We are done. So you see, we have created a nice looking pen stand. I'll stop here. Thank you. The print is ready. Then in order to move forward, to carry out the 3D printing operation, go to the cut option where you can see this highlighted green colored part, and then go to file, export. We have to create a .stl file. So I will say pen stand with rectangular filleted holes class 2 DIY project. Save. Now in order to see whether you have created a correct part for 3D printing, once again go to file, open, and then select the STL file and say open. And so here you go. So this is the STL file. So if we are going to print it, then this is the file that we are going to use it for 3D printing purposes.